Bhargav, DM Cardiology, Associate Professor in R&T Medical College, Udaipur, and I've done my DM from PGI Chandigarh. What I wanted to convey to you is the benefits of walking. These are not limited to cardiac benefits alone. But first let us discuss how a cardiac patient benefits from walking. Number one is as he walks, weight reduces. The risk factor, one of the risk factors being weight, is reduced. Number two, a patient who already has got even triple ulcer disease, when he walks, he can develop collaterals, and by the help of collaterals alone, he can reduce the dosage or defer any intervention. Then this is the only mechanism where you can increase HDL, that is the good cholesterol in the body. So far, no drug has been proven to increase HDL, so a walk is definitely a must to increase your low HDL levels. Not only in angina, but patient of heart failure is also encouraged to exercise so that he develops better tolerance and can increase capacity. Then a patient, who has got COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or lung disease, are also encouraged to walk. Now the question is, what time should they walk, how often should they walk, and in what state should they walk? Well, for cardiac benefits to accrue, it has been proven that even if you are walking for 5 days a week, that is good enough to get the benefits of walking. Then the speed should be 4 to 5 kilometers per day, per hour, not more than that, or not even slower than that. So don't feel guilty if you are not able to walk daily. You may go in the morning or evening, the benefits are the same. The only caution is, if a patient has already got an established ISD, that is, he has got angina or heart failure or whatever, he should not go after meals. Because it is a myth that one should walk after meals, but especially cardiac patients should avoid walking after meals. Then, as we said, there are long-term changes in the muscle fibers also when you walk. So the changes from red fiber to white fiber, they occur in patients who are walking for long distances and for a longer time. Then walking is not only important in cardiac patients for developing collaterals, but it also helps you in assessment of symptoms. Whether the drugs which are being given to you are working or not, whether your disease is increasing or not, can be manifest only during walking. A person who abstains from walking will not be able to know the progression of the disease, nor will he know the benefit of drugs being given. So a walk is necessary even if you have angina, so that you can tell your doctor whether your capacity is decreasing further or is it increasing with a therapeutic intervention. Thank you.